Greetings ladies and gents, my name is Chameleon and welcome back to a bonus episode on the OneShot series. I couldn't leave it as it is. I wanted to talk about it a little bit more, what we have found, but also in the comment section you told me that we're not done yet. And why are we not done? Because we should open the Clover application once again. So we're gonna go and do that right now and see what it brings. Alright then, here we go. Well, this is interesting and new. Let's see. Looks like you completed your mission in the world. And I understand. I know you wish to return. But the entity called itself OneShot for a reason. That restriction was implemented a long time ago. Removing it is impossible now. At least for me. I do not know the full extent of your powers, so pardon me if this sounds foolish. But if you would be so kind to test something out for me. A log of your saved progress may exist somewhere on your machine. Maybe even in the same location as this journal you are reading now. If this saved progress log takes the form of a file, perhaps you can manipulate it. Try removing it from its current location. A simple deletion will do. Again, I apologize for not knowing the extent of your powers. If what I describe confuses you, I am sorry. That's a message for us, which actually entails that we can indeed delete our saved file and play the game again. So maybe not technically a one-shot game after all. But this is also interesting because it reveals that the entity that has been talking to us all this time is called OneShot. Which means the entity itself is indeed the game itself. OneShot. Which was what I was thinking in the previous episode near the end, where I was talking about this entity and how it was not tamed, so it could not go against its programming. And by then I was already in the realization, so this game is the entity, it is the program, OneShot. Now there are a few things I right now want to talk about. We're gonna start with Nico. We learned that the sun, the light bulb, was the way for Nico to interact with this world. As long as the light bulb was alright, was complete, was fine, Nico could manipulate and interact with this world. It was its connection to this world of OneShot with the Barrens and the refuge and all those things, and the Glen. And very much as the light bulb is the connection for Nico to be there, my connection to be within the game was Nico. Because now that the story is finished, the game OneShot has been completed. When I try to start up the game again, I get the message. Savior not found. Fatal error, shutting down. Without Nico, I do not have my anchor within this world. Just as without the light bulb, Nico doesn't have his or her anchor within this world. And we cannot interact with it. Now this person who has been writing all these things to me, who has created the entity, I only thought of this in the past days, thinking about the game OneShot. This person with the black clover, it took me a while to figure out who it is, but it is the author. We see all these books within the game, and some of them have black clovers on them. And when they have a black clover on them, they have been written by the author. So this program over here with the black clover on it is from the author. A way for the author to interact with me, the god of the world, Chameleon. And it also shows when we used the program that it had this black clover in the right down corner. So this is written by the author who has written many things. And that includes then not only written like on pen and paper, but also written programs. the author told us that he is responsible for creating the entity OneShot. So basically, the author is the developer of the game. But we've never been able to talk, really, with the author. Only through this program and little bits and things that we learned. But there's also still a lot within this game that confuses me, that I do not understand. And I know there are some hardcore fans who are watching these videos, so go to the comments and explain everything I need to know. First of all, some theories. I can delete my save game, play the whole game again and choose a different ending. Knowing how this game works, and having played Undertale myself, and this game kind of falls into that genre, it makes me think that probably when you replay the game, there will be some things different. Maybe some new revelations, maybe some new dialogue. Maybe Nico has a feeling of a deja vu at some point. I don't know. Could be. Now something I really want you guys to tell me is what happens when you plant the seed in the refuge of the plant lady. Because I didn't get to do that. So let me know in the comments below what that would do. Outside of that, what is going on with the fox? We were walking through the refuge and we came to a tree. Before we got to that tree, we saw a flash of a vision of a fox, and then we talked to a fox at the tree who said we had to take care of Nico. Which we did by the end, because I fulfilled my promise that I would get Nico home. Which is something we did. It also makes you wonder who Nico really is. It is a cat kind of person. But other than that, their world is very, very similar to our world. Another question I have, the author created the entity. But why? What was the reason for that? Was it the first program that was to be tamed and then reversed, just like the head engineer? But therefore lost and it became a programmer who only wished death? Which again is weird, because the entity convinced me to shatter the light bulb. Therefore save Nico, but the world died? And that's also something I've been wondering about. Even if we saved the world and put the light bulb back, the sun back, people were talking in that world that the world would be lost anyway. And I think I understand why now. Because even if you put the light bulb back, Nico would live, but never would be able to go home and live in this world. Nico would grow old. And I think that the light bulb, the sun, is as much connected to the world as it is connected to Nico. Just as Nico is connected to the light bulb. Which means if Nico dies of old age, or for whatever other reason, then the light bulb fades as well. And the whole thing starts over again. And I'm also still not sure what these squared blocks were. They were some kind of breaking down of the world which the entity caused. But why did it do that? Why did it do that? Because it wanted death to the world? I don't know. I wonder how much more is revealed if you replay the game. I'm not going to do that. But all I can say is this was an absolute fantastic game. It is not that expensive on Steam. If you want to know what else this game holds, buy it, play it, replay it, see what happens. But this is gonna be it for me for now. This is gonna be the Let's Play for now. I would love to have a discussion with you guys in the comments below. Today we have a vlog discussion and we have a discussion about this game. So a lot of talking going on. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you feel. Do you have answers to these questions? Do you have theories? Let's have a good conversation about that. This is my feel about OneShot. It was a great game. I loved playing it. I'm really happy that I did. I'm also really happy that you guys enjoyed it. All that there is left to say in this video right now is thank you so much for watching. If you liked this episode, this whole entire game of OneShot, this Let's Play, give it a thumbs up. And then I will see you in my next video!